Hello, Glenn Nystrup here. This is the book I published a year ago, May 1st, 2019. What inspired me to write this book? I think one of the first things I'd have to say is I love to share what I learn, and I love to learn. A lot of it's going on all the time. I learn in the classroom all the time. I love to pass it on to students, and it's just a joy to be able to do that. So this was just a natural extension of that. I also wish I had a book like this when I was teaching. Over my 45 years of teaching at any stage, I would have loved to have had a book that could inspire me to look at things from different perspectives, to verify some questions that I had, some thinking that I had, open up new possibilities, just to see another person's thoughts and how that worked in the classroom. And then there was a certain pleasure that I got from writing after so many years of avoiding it, which I did. I felt it all through middle school, grade school, high school. I was graded, not taught, not guided, and writing had a very sour taste for me. So I ended up getting a 4-year degree in mathematics, which I also love, but I avoided writing at all costs. And it wasn't until I started reading on my own a lot that I realized how much fun writing could be. And I got a real good taste of what I thought was good writing and not so good writing, meaning reaching the person you're trying to write to. I began by collecting stories. Stories, I recognize, have a certain power to them. They can illustrate learning concepts, they can bring something alive. Insights can be associated through these. You can see things through stories, and they're fun. So why not have a way to do that where learning is fun, because then learning is going to happen a lot faster, and we all know that as teachers, as parents. And then my learning and my teaching have not been confined to the classroom. That's just something actually that I stumbled into after I got out of school. I had no idea I wanted to teach. I began teaching. I just stumbled across it, loved it, and many of the things I've done that way. So a lot of the teaching I've done has been things that I've found and really enjoyed, like stone carving, working with sculpting stone from around the world, all over, and I ended up teaching that to teenagers and adults. I taught dance to students from inner city New York City, a lot of technical rock climbing on the East Coast and West Coast, climbing cliffs 1,000 feet high, totally fun, totally enjoyable, building all kinds of things, building tree houses with my grandsons, building other things with folks. And one of the beauties of that is to be able to learn in a way that I could describe it, vocalize it, pass it on to others. It's one of the beauties of being a teacher that I'm sure anyone can share. And by teacher, I mean anyone who's in that position, not necessarily professional teachers. Parents are teachers, we're all teachers all the time with our friends and everyone around us. What motivates me, I think if I had to put that into a word, it would be freedom. Not the kind of freedom where I can choose between vanilla and chocolate ice cream, or I can choose my friends. Yeah, those are all important. Those are external things. But the freedom I'm talking about is a deep inner freedom. Inner freedoms where I can clear out a lot of the flotsam and jetsam that's been collected over a lifetime. Things that I've heard people say, I've seen done, I have collected without even knowing it. And all those things guide how I see, how I perceive, how I think. So I want to have that clear, out of the way, a lot of that, so that what I'm really looking for is to be able to see clearly, to think cleanly, to appreciate deeply. With that, I hope that you might get a chance to appreciate the book that I've written, and more, it's me sharing what's in it. And I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.